All right, it's Valentine's Day. And honestly, as I've been thinking about this day in terms of narcissistic abuse and everything like that, I thought of three things. I thought of Hoover, horror, or happy. This is really like the three aspects that you're looking at with being with a narcissist and then being out of a narcissist and out of a relationship into a place where you might be free from them. You're really looking at a couple different things. So let's say you're out of a relationship with a narcissist. They're no longer in your life. You've completely discarded them, maybe blocked them, anything like that. And coming up on Valentine's Day is going to be a day that they're going to try to hoover. They're going to try to contact you because it's Valentine's Day. And when you think about it from a normal person's perspective, like who would like turn someone down on Valentine's Day? Like most of the time, people, if they're going to break up with people, they wait till after Valentine's Day because who wants to get dumped on Valentine's Day? You know, there's all this type of like culture, society, like everybody needs to be happy. Like let's work on making everybody better. So what would be so mean would be you rejecting the narcissist on Valentine's Day. Like how rude would that be? That's why they're going to reach out. That's why they're going to try to contact you. They'll try to contact you because they know, hey, most normal, nice people will respond around a holiday. Because a holiday is a time when we're normally bringing good cheer to everybody, when we're loving other people, when we're sharing moments and memories and kindness. And so as a result, narcissists oftentimes can use that to their advantage and can use that in a manipulation standpoint to make sure that the other person's going to answer the phone. So when you think about this, you got this day that's here right now as this video is being posted. It's Valentine's Day, and you know, hey, there's a possibility that my narcissist, my toxic person, my ex, whoever it might be, might try to hoover. Stay strong. You know why? Because they're planning it. If they're trying to hoover you on a holiday, if they're trying to hoover you on Valentine's Day, they might be with someone completely else, they might not. But they'll still try to hoover, they'll still try to reach out to see if doors are still open, to see if there's a possibility of getting back into someone's life for control, for manipulation, or just to say that they can. So be really, really careful when it comes to holidays. Be really careful when it comes to today. You might go through today and it might be complete chaos and utter hell because your phone will be blowing up, your messages will be going off, you might have someone call you, you might have flying monkeys try to call you. You never know. This might happen. Or it might not happen at all. And you'll be sitting there wondering, why didn't he hoover? Why didn't he try? Maybe he didn't love me. Okay, and you have to look at some of the facts and you have to look at some of the situation and see hoovering or someone trying to come back in your life after they've already abused and manipulate you is not love, is not care. Oftentimes people think like, oh, they didn't love me because they didn't try to hoover me one last time. Or I wish they would hoover me so I could tell them no because then I would crush their hopes and dreams. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Hoover doesn't correlate at all to love or care or that they are interested. Hoovering is just a control tactic to be able to get back into your life and to control and manipulate you. So if the narcissist hoovers, stay strong, keep that no contact. If the narcissist doesn't hoover, that doesn't say anything about your self-worth. It doesn't say anything about who you are. If anything, that means, hey, you've either blocked them really good or now's the time to make sure you block them really good. So there's no chance that they can ever try to contact you, ever try to hoover you again, and you can start learning and growing and getting to a good place in your mind of healing. Let's focus on you. Let's focus on healing. So this Valentine's Day, it might be based around a hoover. It might be the craziness of someone trying to come back in your life. Or not coming back in your life and you feeling crazy for it. It's okay. That's normal. Don't feel that way. They're out of your life. Be thankful. Continue to grow yourself. Okay? Or the second one we've got is horror. Maybe you're still in that relationship and maybe you've experienced the horrific things that have happened in that relationship with the abuse, with the trauma, with the violence, with everything that's gone on, and you're coming up to this day and you say, Valentine's Day, crap, like I have to make it through another Valentine's Day because you know that holidays are going to be hell on earth. Worse than normal. And you know that in this moment, there's going to be yelling, there's going to be fights, there's going to be rage, there's going to be all types of stuff that's going to blow up and implode your life for a period of 24 to 48 hours. If you can't run from it in this exact moment, then stay strong. Don't react. Don't give them what they want. And continue to move forward, internalizing and knowing who you are and focusing on that. Because you can get healing and growth, and you can get out of the relationship if it is abusive, it is one that is just so traumatic right now that you're not able to cut yourself free in this exact moment. Make plans to do so. Maybe it's not safe to leave the relationship in this moment. Make plans to do so. Start thinking, start planning, start hoping, start finding contacts and connections that can help get you free from a relationship that has been abusive, manipulative, physically abusive, sexually abusive, emotionally abusive, like any of those. Don't stay trapped in the horror of the holidays that a narcissist will put you through. Because they'll put you through that. And many people, leave some comments, let people know, because there's other survivors that are watching this. There are other people on here that think they're the only ones. That think they're the only ones that have to deal with this and have to go through this, when it happens more than what anyone here more here than anyone wants to admit. It happens a lot. So you're either dealing with a narcissist that's either going to hoover or not hoover, or you're dealing with the horror of the situation that you have to go through another crazy, hell-bent weekday of holiday. That's Valentine's Day right now. Stay strong. Don't cave into this. Don't do reactive abuse. Work on internalizing what you need to internalize. Focus on your growth, your healing. Focus on an exit strategy to get out. But please be safe about it. Please be careful. Or you got the third option, which is happy. Okay? These are for the people that have made it out of those relationships, that have been working and putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to be able to be free from that relationship, to be able to be free from everything that's happened, and to work through therapy, through coaching, through all this type of stuff to make sure that they become the person that they need to be, regardless of their past, regardless of what the narcissist, the toxic person put them through. And when you start doing that, you get to a place where you start to feel that peace, and you start to internalize and actually feel and see and experience the actual peace that's going on when you're out of that relationship, and you're like, wow, I don't have that anxiety anymore. I don't have that weight gain or those habits or the stress or the panic attacks. I don't have all the stuff that's happening to me anymore because I'm out. And you start to look back on that, not to dwell on it, but to say, thank goodness I'm not there anymore. I'm glad I'm in a place now with awareness and clarity, so I can look back at that relationship I was in with the narcissistic, with the toxic, the abuse, everything like that. I can look back on that and say, I am out of that. And as a result, in this moment now, you're a lot stronger. So a couple of things you can do. One, leave some comments below if you're that person. If you're that person that's in a place where you're happy, you've been through the abuse, you've been through everything, and you started to find healing and happiness. Leave some comments below. Let people know. Because there's many people that will hear this third part of the video and they'll be like, that's not me and that can't be me, and I don't see how I could ever be there. I talk to people on a day-to-day basis that we work with step by step to get them to a place where they're healed and happy, where they're healing and they're growing, where they're continuing to move on with their life regardless of all the trauma and the events and the emotional, the physical, the manipulative, every single bit of abuse that happened. We're working to get them to move up to the next level of healing, growth, and change. That can be you. So maybe you're here Valentine's Day and you're experiencing it. You might be experiencing the hoover, you might be dealing with the horror, or you might be in the place of being happy. Either way, you can continue to move, you continue to grow, and you can continue to focus on yourself to get to that place of being happy, to get to that place of being free, to get to that place that you know who you are, regardless of the manipulation, the abuse, the gaslighting, everything like that. Just understand who you're with on this holiday doesn't dictate your worth. If you have somebody in your life, or if you don't have somebody in your life, it doesn't dictate who you are. And this is a season in your life. This is a period of time. Continue to focus on yourself. Continue to grow. Continue to level up each and every day of how can you be the best version of you possible. Oftentimes, the best version of you means you have to get rid of old versions of them. Because if they're not going to change, if they're not going to come alongside you, if they're not going to support, love, and care for you, It's not really a person that's going to help you at all. Valentine's Day. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay no contact, focus on you, focus on your growth. If you like what you watch here, subscribe for more. Follow me on all the other social media platforms. If you want to talk sometime, rawmotivations.com. Check out the website and the link below, and I'd love to talk to you more. Thanks so much, and stay strong.